Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, Kilos and Cosplay. Today we have another manga haul. Before we get into that, just a little news. Well, I guess one. Thank you so much to all the people that have subscribed. I can't believe we're a little into over 300 subscribers. It means the world to me. And like getting to talk to people in the comments, and you're all just so sweet and so nice, and it just makes my day every time. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Just kind of another reminder, at 500 subscribers I'm gonna do a giveaway, and at 1,000 subscribers I'm gonna do a giveaway. So get in there. So if that interests you and you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe. But also, kind of a bittersweet thing. This is gonna probably be my last like bigger manga haul, and it'll probably go down to like a lot less volume than I've been able to get and show, only because I have so many figures that I've pre-ordered that are starting to come out. So all my money has to kind of go towards funding that. So I'm gonna have a lot of figure content, and if you're interested in that, definitely be on the lookout for all those. We're gonna have so many figure videos, and I'm really excited to start talking about those and showing those, because that's another really passionate hobby I have. So I'm excited about that. So if you're also interested in anime figures, definitely stick around. But also, if you want more manga content, I would definitely be down to do like recommendation videos, things I'm reading, like reading logs, anything like that. If that is something you are interested in, please let me know in the comments so I know if it's something that someone would want to do, because I would do the video, I'd love to, but I just want to know if that's what you guys want, so just let me know. Alright, enough blabbering about all that. Let's just get into this wonderful collection we have here. I'm excited to talk about it. Okay, so I kind of went for a specific order. Pretty much a lot of the mangas are going to be like collections, and not so much individuals anymore, now that I'm like really honing in onto what I really like and what I still want in my collection. I've just been kind of working and growing on those. Also, I wasn't expecting to have such a big manga haul this month, but a lot of my Right Stuff orders started to come through, and that was not good on my wallet because I didn't put that in the budget, but I still had to pay for it, so we still need to work. It was just unexpected, but alright, let's just go ahead. The first one, we have volumes 4, 5, 10, 11, and 12 of our Kimi no Todoke, and it's From Me to You. I love this series so much. Loved the anime, and that's when I knew I had to get the manga. They're just like, oh, they're all so cute. I'll just flip through all the covers. That one was 4. This one is 5. Got number 10, 11, and 12. I've been buying them out of order just because like they were having like I think a deal or something on Right Stuff, and I just picked up the ones that were in stock because I didn't want to wait any longer for them to come in stock, so I just went ahead and did that. This series is so good. If you don't know what it's about this kind of like shy, very misunderstood girl. She's so sweet, but everyone's so scared of her because she kind of like has like a scary face, and they give her like a scary nickname that kind of goes off of her name. But she's just so sweet, and she wants everyone to like her, and she just tries to be so nice, and this popular boy like sees that she's just like the sweetheart. He's got to see like this very genuine smile, and that like kind of made him really like her, and it just kind of goes from there. There's a lot of misunderstandings throughout it, so that's a little frustrating, but it's like one of my favorite like romance ones. It's just so cute. If you're not wanting to read the manga, definitely at least check out the anime. Super cute. Up next we have 2, 3, and 4 of Something's Wrong with Us. I have not started reading this yet because I didn't want to start volume 1 and then be really invested and then not have the next ones. So this is probably one of the next ones on my list to get through. But it's pretty much about a girl who her mom was framed for a murder, by this guy, but then she like kind of marries him because he falls in love with her, just to kind of like get something back about it. I don't know. I don't know the details since I haven't read it yet, so I don't want to be like just spewing anything, but I heard it's super drama filled and I'm excited. I love drama. Next we have volumes 2, 3, 4, and 5 of Living Room Matsunaga-san. Thank God. I already read it all. I'm already caught up for all the English ones that they have. This is all they have in English release so far from what I can find, and I'm like debating if I'm gonna go pre-order volume 6, but I like binged through it as soon as I got the rest of the volumes because I loved volume 1 so much, and I need so many answers. I feel like I don't know where this relationship is going. There's plot twist and I'm just like dying to find out what happens next. I'm so upset. That's the one downside of like starting kind of like series that don't have like a bunch of volumes ready to go, because then you're gonna be stuck for a while until you get the next one. But pretty much this one does have like an age gap love story. It doesn't get really like raunchy or anything. It stays pretty like wholesome, but that's kind of it. It's like if you're not wanting to see like a high school girl with kind of an older, like he's like in his 20s guy, you might not like it, but if you look past it, it's a really cute story, and you're like, ugh, I love Matsunaga-san. I would date him. He's such a crackhead. I love him. He's just like super overprotective of her, and he's just like so sweet to her. I don't know. It's just a really cute one. So if age gaps don't bug you, because I wasn't sure when I got into it either, but like if you kind of look past it, it's not too bad. Up next we have volumes 4 and 5 of Perfect World. Oh, I still don't feel satisfied yet, even after reading these 2 volumes. This is, I think, also as much as they have an English release so far. This story, it just like breaks my heart. It like, that's about all I can say. It's something I definitely recommend everybody reads. You're gonna have so many mixed feelings throughout it, but it's such a good read. It's so bingeable, and I can't talk too much about it without giving spoilers, but definitely give it a read. It's about a girl who runs back into her high school crush, and he's now in a wheelchair. Just kind of learning how to navigate that in a relationship and all that. I'm just gonna leave it there. It's definitely super good. They're both adults, so if you're wanting something with adults in it and adult romances with very serious relationship issues, definitely check it out. Up next, I have been hearing so many good things about it, and it looks like it's exactly up my alley of what like I've been just loving reading lately. I've been a huge JoJo person, and it is, I got volumes 1 through 9 of Waiting for Spring, and I just hear such great things about it. I haven't started reading yet. I honestly don't know really anything about it, but the art style 100% up my alley, exactly what I'm looking for, and I just love, for some reason I love it when it's like one girl friends with like a bunch of guys. I don't know why. Maybe that's because that's how I was, I don't know, but I'm just excited. There's so many pretty anime boys in it. They're all high school boys, so we keep the simping to a minimum, but I'm excited. It just like kind of feels like, it makes me like, I feel like when I read things like that, it takes me back to like being 16, and I just get back into kind of that place, and it's just like cute to read kind of thing. So we keep simping to a minimum for these children, which is hard sometimes when they draw them to look so much older. Alright, another series that I have been loving so much, and of course another JoJo. and it is Shortcake Cake. I finally got volumes 8 through 11 now. I think I'm almost 100% caught up with what they have so far. I think I might just be one volume out, or I might already be caught up. I honestly don't remember. I love Shortcake Cake. Ugh, it's so good. It's about a girl who goes to live in a boarding school, and for like while she's going to high school, and she kind of ends up in like a bit of a love triangle. She's got some cute boys running after her, and she's just a very like independent and like enjoyable character, and I still don't know who I'm rooting for. Don't know which boy I want her to end up with, but they're both winners, so I guess I can't be mad either way who she ends up with. Up next, this was a big one. Okay, so Right Stuff was having a JoJo sale, and I may have gone a little crazy because like the volumes each were only about like $6-ish, and this is a series I've been wanting to collect, and I just went and bought every one that they had in stock that I didn't already have, because I already have 1 through 3, but now I have. I can't even pick it up. Ugh. I have volumes 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 20, or we don't have 24. We have 23, 25, 26, 27, and 28 of Yona the Dawn. I just set that back. I'll just pull out. The covers are just adorable and beautiful, and I love this series so much. Where is season 2? Why don't we have a season 2? I loved the anime so much, and that's what made me want to pick up the manga, because I need to know. We're finally getting somewhere, and then they just said, season 2? I do not see. Like, we're just not doing that. I love Yona the Dawn. At first I didn't know if I would, because you know she was kind of like annoying at first, but I grew to love her. I love it when girls become such strong women, and we got such cute boys, kind of a little reverse harem-y a little bit, just a little bit, but it doesn't really like 100% focus on like the romance aspect, and that's what I love. And like Hawk, honestly all the dragons too. My god. my dream husband here. But Yona the Dawn is so good. Please, please, please check it out. It's fantastic. It's got, I feel like, the right amount of romance, fighting, and a really interesting story. So definitely check that out. Super good. Ooh, up next we got some big boys. Kind of saw me pull those down, but I've been dying to collect this, and it's strictly because of the spines, and also it has such a high rating on Mal, so I know it's gonna be great, but the spines saw me, and I have volumes 1, 2, and 3 of Vagamon, the Visbig editions. I couldn't think of it. But I hear nothing but great things about this, and I cannot wait to start reading them. It's a little intimidating when they are such big like volumes, because they have such like the multiple volumes in it, but I am excited because I hear such fantastic things about it. So I think I'm just going to go through a few of like just the single volumes I have, and one is the Dead Demons Destruction Volume 1 by, of course, Asano, who is the writer of Goodnight Pum Pum, or Pun Pun. I don't know how to say it. I've heard it being said both ways. I personally like Pum Pum, but I'm very intrigued by this. I see a lot of people collecting it. I forgot what they said it was about, but I really like his art style, so I'm very intrigued to see something completely different from Goodnight Pum Pum and see where his work has gone. Like, I hear good things about this, so excited to get into that too. I finally got volume 7 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh my goodness. I saw them on Amazon and I just snatched. I can't believe I finally got it. now I feel like I can actually start reading through Jujutsu Kaisen again, and get my fix of all the wonderful characters that are in this series. I've been missing the episodes, so I really want to see what happens, and I can't wait to start getting into this. I think I'm going to start pre-ordering all the volumes of that come out, because I think that's going to be the only way I'm going to like guarantee that I can get them and not have to wait forever. So I think that's what we're going to start doing. Next I finally got volume 1 of Bloody Monday. I've definitely heard people talking about this one. I'm trying to remember. I know it's something about like kind of like a uncovering secrets kind of volume, or type of manga I should say. So don't know much about it. She looks spicy. Oh, this looks like it's got some spicy, like just fan service in here. I mean, you can even kind of like just see on the cover that there's a little fan service. But I am intrigued. And I finally got volume 1, because I have volumes 2 and 3 that I got at another shop. So we'll see how it is. I like stories like this. I like to try to like mix it up so I'm not just strictly just being JoJo. So maybe this will also be one of my next reads to kind of throw in a little taste of something else. And kind of going back to the JoJo-esque train, I got Those Not So Sweet Boys. I knew nothing about this, but I saw the cover and I was like, interesting. I love it. I love it so much. And volume 2 doesn't even come out till like next month or this month, I don't remember. And I really need to know what happened. I got left on the cliffhanger and I'm so upset. This is so good. So pretty much what it's about is there's these 3 boys that are very misunderstood, and they're also very rich. They all come from very rich families. Well, they got framed for doing something because like principals of the school or somebody just doesn't like them, so they're very easy to just like frame and make them to seem out like they're the problems. So there is a girl, and she like comes from a very poor family, and she has to work really hard and work a job while she's in high school. Well, apparently her high school doesn't let her work jobs, so they're like, hey, found out about this, you know, this could get your like scholarship taken away and get you expelled. This is like a problem. So she's like, no, please do not do that. And the principal was like, okay, I'll make you a deal. You get these 3 boys to come back to school, because they stopped coming after they even got expelled, and I will get you a school approved job, and that'll work out for the both of us. So it's a win-win. So she pretty much has to be in charge of these boys, and of course some romance starts to seem to be blossoming. So I'm just really excited to see where it goes. Ooh. They're precious. They're so precious. I want to be in their friend group. Up next, we finally got volume 7 of Blue Flag. I didn't even have it for an hour and I binged through it. I will say this was probably like the least satisfying volume that I've had, because I feel like they didn't 100% answer the questions or anything that I had from the last cliffhanger. So I really want to know what happens in volume 8. I'm hoping I get some better answers. So this was probably my more like volume of it, but it's still a fantastic series. Up next I have volume 9 of Banana Fish. Super random volume to have, but it was the only one they had in stock on Right Stuff, so I just went for it because I think it was a pretty decent deal too, and I want to collect all of Banana Fish, so I was like, not a problem anyways. If you know anything about me, I'm a big Banana Fish fan. It's a fantastic series full of so much just, I don't even know, like it's filled with so much, honestly. That's almost the best way to describe it. There's just so many like intense, difficult topics that they go over, and I know like some people really like to focus on like the romance between the 2 characters, but I personally think that's so unfair to be so stuck on that with this whole story, and especially with Ash, because I feel like there's just so much depth to that character, and there's so much depth to even the side characters, that it's just, in my opinion, unfair to just be 100% only focused on the romance, because it really wasn't even like intensive romance or anything like that, or full-on romance in general. There was definitely care between the characters, but I think like it's unfair to just focus on that and look past how just insane the story is in and of itself. If I could just hug every character in that show, characters I like, first of all, not the bad ones, and just give them a hug, especially Ash. I would do it in a heartbeat. That boy, he deserves the world. We'll leave it at that, but Banana Fish is such a fantastic series. Please, please, please go watch it. There's mature and hard topics in there, just a warning. But if you can get through that, it's so worth it. It's fantastic. Up next, we have some JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Okay, so I have some Stardust Crusaders. Okay, I know a lot of people like to kind of hate on Stardust Crusaders, but I kind of loved it. And like, Queen, I feel like I'm always saying his name wrong. I love him, so I had to get the cover with him on it. But we have volume 5. Like, oh god, these just look so good too. We have volume 5 of that, and then we have volume 2 of Stardust Crusaders, and volume 1 of Stardust Crusaders, and then we have, I also love Caesar, but this is from Battle Tendencies. Don't know why that's on my mind, but also one of my favorites too. Love Battle Tendencies. I mean, every JoJo arc is good in its own way. First is but the rest is like so good. But the first is so important to the story, but the rest is just top tier. And then we also have volume 2 of Battle Tendencies, also because it has Lisa, and I love Lisa. Love the strong women, always. The next stuff that I got is all more of mature reading, and it's also all BL, so if you are not interested in BL, that's why I saved it to the end. Feel free to click off or just skip to the very ending. But I love BL. I love the more wholesome, and I love the very spicy. I don't know why, I just have always really liked their stories almost as much as I like shoujo stories, maybe even a little more. Especially when they're like consenting adults. I think maybe that's also why I feel like I find a lot more like adult ones that I like. So maybe that's it. I really like BL. Smut or none. So we'll start with the more wholesome ones. And we have I Hear the Sunspots volume 1 and 2. I just know that it is about a kid that has like a hearing disability, so he tries to like distance himself from people so there's not so many misunderstandings, and ends up meeting this kid and romance just blossoms. So that's definitely a more like wholesome one, so I can't wait to read that. I might read that tonight because I'm in the mood for some nice wholesome content, you know? And then all the rest are very spicy. I'm sorry. We have Yorkshire Pitch Club. Yep, all 3 volumes. This is what really introduced me though into really smutty manga, and I feel like it's now a relic that I just need to have. I know it's not morally good, but I just couldn't say no when they had them all on Right Stuff. I just couldn't. I feel like I feel like if you've gotten this far and you know BL, you already know everything about this, so we'll just leave it at that. The next ones I got are Jealousy Volume 1 and 2. Covers are they get spicy as you turn them around, but I don't know really anything about this, but it's I just read, okay, if you're wanting to know anything about this, just go ahead and pause that if you can, and like you can read it. Okay, that really intrigues me, but I was just intrigued by the covers alone, so we'll find out. I don't even know how to talk about this part of the video. Next up, we have Case Haven, Volumes 1. The cover just drew me in. Again, more stuff I don't know anything about, but cover drew me in. Ooh, looks like the high school boys though, possibly. Ooh, that's dangerous, but here this is. It just, the cover looked cool, and the art looked, I don't know if we'll be flipping through any of those books. Might skip that part, but listen. I feel like you're above 18, you can buy what you want. One that also I hear good things about is Secret XXX. And I think it's about like a pet shop, like worker or owner, and then this boy comes in and he's just like interested, and just cuteness and not cuteness occurs because, you know, it's got that explicit content warning. But it intrigued me, and the cover just looked really cute. Honestly, I base a lot of my BL off of how I like the art style, and this is the kind of art style I like. Next one I bought strictly also because of the cover. It looked wild. 4th generation head Tatsuyaki or Yamato? I don't know if I said that right. I just had questions that I needed answered, and I knew I had to read it to get the answers. But I'm intrigued. I don't know what's gonna happen. And I just opened right up to some smut. Okay. There's just not much to say, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't know much about the stories enough to say anything, but I just love things that look wild and interesting, and that's, I think, what draws me into a lot of BL. It's just like, I'm like, what is happening? And I just want to find out. Next, one series that I did read all of, and I do know, and I actually have figures of, is 10 Count. I have all volumes 1 through 6. I think that's all they have, possibly. I haven't looked into it, but I'm pretty sure it ended, I think. But 10 Count's also really popular, I feel, in the BL community, or like even if you're not into BL, you kind of know about 10 Count, possibly. But I loved it and hated it all at the same time, because it's like, I don't know how to feel about certain things. Like, I feel like I just don't know how to feel about it, and like the initial reasonings for why they were the way they are. And it's like cute and not at the same time. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I still really enjoyed it, and I still would recommend it, but it definitely left me with a lot of mixed emotions. But I binged this in a night, so it's definitely worth reading. Alright guys, that is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've read any of these or you have any recommendations for me, please leave them in the comments below. Love to talk to you guys, so if you just want to talk about any type of manga, or you want to hear my opinion on something, I read them and I can give you that opinion, let me know. Or if you want any recommendations, I got you, just let me know. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.